Hey, 7th graders, if you're watching this video, it's because you have already completed your benchmark review. Please, if you have not done this page, please do it at this time and then come back. This is here just to check your answers, to make sure, just to go over what the answers are and how to do them. So please finish the page before you watch this video. For those who have finished, problems 1 through 3, you're not allowed to use your calculator, and you're going to see problems like these on your benchmark. Number 1, every time I have the correct answer is circled. So number 1, you're trying to figure out how many hours per day that she ends up working at the restaurant. Well, we know that there are 7 days and 5 hours where she works at the clothing store. So she works 35 hours per week at the clothing store. And then we know that she works a total of 49 hours last week. So if she worked 49 hours and 35 of them were spent at the clothing store, that means that there's 14 hours left that she worked at the restaurant. And then it's asking how many hours each day did Cheryl work at the restaurant. So if she worked 14 hours in 7 days, that means she worked 2 hours per day. Number 2. You're finding the constant of proportionality for each graph. The first graph is super easy. You see that these are times 12 each time. The second graph is a little bit harder. 2 times what number is going to get you 542 thousandths? I don't know that off the top of my head, so what I had to do was divide. So I did 542 thousandths divided by 2, and I got 271 thousandths. That is my constant. Each of these numbers is being multiplied by 0.271, and then we get the y value. Down to number 3, Tyrone brought 1 candy bar and 3 bags of chips for a total of $15.20. The candy bar cost 80 cents. The chips each cost the same amount. We wanted to write an equation for this. My equation is the 80 cents for the candy bar plus 3C, or 3 bags of chips, is going to equal $15.20. And then part B asks, how much did he pay for each bag of chips? Well, all you have to simply do is solve that equation. If he has $15.20, well, the candy bar costs 80 cents, so now he has $14.40 left over for his 3 bags of chips. If 3 bags of chips cost $14.40, if we divide it by 3, we figure out right over here how much 1 bag of chips costs, which is $4.80. The last 2. This one we were predicting if it happened 80 times, how many times would it land on purple? I first used my equation. I saw that 10 out of the 25 times up here, it landed on purple. I couldn't take 25 times anything to get 80, so I simplified to 2 over 5. Then I could do 5 times 16 to get to 80, and then I do the same thing on top, which means it's going to land on purple 32 times. And the last one is about Rachel. We want to know the selling price of the necklace. She's marking it up 60%, so that means that instead of selling it for 100% of the cost, she's selling it for 160% of the cost, which means the necklace is going to cost $24. Part B is a 2-step problem. First, the customer is getting a 15% off discount, which means they're only paying 85% of the cost, which means the customer is only going to pay $17 for this bracelet that originally cost $20. But then they have to pay tax on this $17. So the $17 is the new selling price, or the new original price. So you have to do percent whole again. And this time the 8% is going to make the cost go up. And so instead of paying 100% of the cost, you're going to pay 108% of the cost of $17, which gives you a final customer cost of $18.36. There you go.